Hello and welcome to Reviews, my channel where I review my favorite retro video games of all time, as well as some modern releases I have recently finished. I'm tackling a modern release this week, and I'm going to be talking about Gears for Breakfast's A Hat in Time, which I thoroughly enjoyed playing with my kids about a year ago now. I stumbled across this one. I got a PlayStation Plus Extra membership, and I saw this on there, and I had heard about this one before, how it was like one of these really underrated gems that not a lot of people had played, but the people that did play it really enjoyed it, and I had a great time playing this game. It feels very much like a Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy-esque game. It has like a preview of the world when you go into it. It like pans to different shots of the world, shows you what your objective is that you're looking for, and then it zooms back into your character. It has a similar camera angle. It feels very much like a 3D Mario game, which is very good. They did a very good job at making it feel very fun to play and very tight in its controls. Moves similar to Mario. It's a nice way of paying homage to Mario games while doing something different. You play as this little magician girl who has these different hats that give her different abilities that you can unlock throughout the game. You are tasked with collecting your timepieces that were kind of hijacked out of your ship. They flew out of your ship after this mafia dude breaks the window on your spaceship for some reason. And you have to go collect these timepieces to kind of restore balance to everything, make sure that that time is not being messed with. It's a really charming concept. This is a T-rated video game because it has adult themes in it, but it's very much child-friendly at the same time. And I'll kind of explain where the distinction lies. So right off the gate, you have the first area, which is Mafia Town. Everyone's this mafia dude, and they've taken over this world. There are a couple NPCs that are trying to fight back against the mafia. One of the main ones that's this kind of like rival of yours, but kind of a friend at the same time. Mustache Girl, really funny idea for a character. Every one of the mafia dudes has the same voice actor, so it's quite comical. Definitely more adult themed. The next area has these two rival movie producers that are both different types of birds. One of them's producing a murder mystery, which is definitely more adult. It's a little scarier, has the noir themes. It's kind of a choose your own adventure. It's very fun. The other one's more of just like this fun, exciting romp type thing, and they're competing against each other. They got like these dark secrets in the background, so you find these like dialogue things that definitely make it more adult, but the kids can really enjoy it at the same time. My kids didn't really catch any of the references or anything, the more adult humor type things. For the most part, it's just something that kids can enjoy, and adults can laugh at some of the more complex things. The next world is probably the most adult in nature. It's this forest with this malevolent spirit that tricks you into signing this contract. There's lots of scary things that happen in this one. Definitely the least for kids. I can see why they rated it T for this one specifically. But again, it's just a fun, charming area. The woods area has tons of spooks and thrills and lots of different challenges to overcome. There's one house that's particularly scary that you go to that has like a chase sequence that you have to run away from this terrifying spirit chasing you. That's probably the scariest part of the entire game, which definitely puts it up there in the adult conversation. And then the last world is like an alpine area with like... it's quite fun. You got lots of mobility options. You're like doing skyline things. It's quite open-ended. That one's the most open world out of all of them. Lots to do and just go figure it out yourself. There's not a whole lot of timepieces in this game. That's the main collectible in this game that you're looking for, similar to like the shines in Mario Sunshine or the stars in Mario Galaxy. You're looking for a certain amount of these timepieces. You can get little side collectibles. You can get these new hats that change your abilities in the game. So make you run faster, make you do all sorts of different things. It's quite charming in its design. It's similar to almost like a Metroid type game. You'll get unlocks that let you explore different areas that you have previously unlocked that you couldn't access prior to. You get like a grappling hook type thing. Stuff like that makes the game fresh, makes it more fun to go back and explore. You can do a lot of the timepieces right away if you're a completionist like I am, but you'll have to come back and re-explore a couple things to get the extra ones with the abilities that you unlock later. Like I said, it's incredibly charming. It feels like a Mario game developed by an independent studio, and they pull it off incredibly well. There's great voice acting. The controls are tight and exciting to use and to experiment around with. The different hats offer a lot of gameplay variety. it is a very fun game. There's very little frustration in this game. I found myself getting frustrated just a little bit occasionally with some of the controls, or some of the jumps sent me a way that I wasn't anticipating. For the most part, this is a really well-balanced game. They really tightened these controls and made it something really special. So I really enjoyed A Hat in Time. It's one of those games that's worth completing all the way through to the end. It doesn't take a lot of extra time to do the extra stuff, and it's very rewarding to find all of the things. You'll get more out of the game by exploring and doing more of the challenges, getting more of these timepieces, getting more of the bonus content. It's absolutely worth your time. And again, if it's a game you want to play with your kids, you absolutely can. There's a couple times where you maybe shouldn't have them around, like the scary sections. But for the most part, it's something that kids enjoy the entire way through. I played through the whole thing with my kids, and they really enjoyed it. I'm going to give Hat in Time a gold rank. I didn't play through the DLC myself, but I've heard it's fantastic. You should definitely go out and check out this one if you haven't. It's pretty cheap to buy now, or if you have PlayStation Plus Extra, you can go check it out there too. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.